What's up, vapors? Thanks for checking out Daily Vape TV. My name is Nick, and it's Fresh Build Friday. That's right, it's that time of the week again where we build a brand new coil for the weekend. And I've got something extra special for you guys today. I've got this Council of Vapor Wraith Squonk box to try out. I will be doing a full review on it in the very near future, but I wanted to build it for you guys and show you how I've been doing it. So without further ado, let's go ahead, grab your tools, grab your mod, grab your wick, your addy, your wire, all that good stuff. Let's go down to the close-up view and build it up. Alright, what is up, Vape Fam? As you can see here, we have our Wraith Squonk box with a Wraith Addy on top. Of that is, of course, by Council of Vapor. They sent this thing to me for the purpose of doing a review, but I wanted to throw a build on it and just show you guys how I've been building this thing lately. And I've got this pre-made little strand of stainless steel fused Clapton wire. This is 316L stainless steel by Mad Rabbit. I used 26 and 36 gauge for the core wire and then the outer wire, respectively. And if you want to check out some really good stainless steel wire, definitely give Mad Rabbit a look. So that's what we're going to be using today. Just a real quick build. I'm prepping to go to National Vape Expo at Foxwoods this weekend, so I just wanted to do a little quick build video for you guys. I have a 3.5 millimeter bit size on here right now, and we're going to do this a little bit spaced out. That's my plan. That's what I've been thinking about. So let's just go ahead and start our wraps here. So we're doing 5 wraps today, slightly spaced. And then I will show you how I'm going to build it. So it should be interesting. I've built this a few times. You've probably seen something similar, my Alien coil on the Dually Addy, which worked out really well. So this is going on the same general principle there. So let's see, that's 4 wraps and then 5. And actually I've got to do one extra little half a wrap. So actually one extra full wrap essentially, because we got to bring the leads right back around and make sure we have 5 on top. That's how we do it. So there we go. You really want to bend up that wire just so it stays in place. Luckily, this stainless steel is very malleable and it stays in place really well. So there we go. We have our 5 wrap stainless steel coil. And I'm just going to slightly adjust the leads here just to kind of make sure they fit in just properly. And you can adjust the spacing ever so slightly just by, you know, pulling on the leads a little bit and just kind of working them in there, making sure you get everything nice and evenly spaced. It doesn't have to be perfect. That's the best part about this whole process, is it doesn't have to be 100% perfect. So what we've got right now looks pretty good to me. Let's go ahead and get a close-up shot of that. So there you go. That's what we're working with right now as far as the coil. Now let's see about putting it on our Addy here. So let's just bring in the Wraith Addy. Make sure we get a good focus on that. So my plan is to just have it go right through the center here. So first thing I'm going to do is just install it back on our jig, and we'll put one of the leads through one of the terminals here. We're going to leave just a little bit of extra room on there, just like around there. I think will be good. And I'm going to tighten that down. It's a little bit tighter in the terminals than a standard round wire build, but I think that'll be okay. Next thing I'm going to do is just kind of curve it down towards the center here, just like we built on the Dually. And I'm actually going to swap around this bit right here, just so we can work with it a little bit more. Just like that. I'm going to bend up this lead here, right where I want it to be. And we're going to try to thread it through. I'm going to leave a little bit of space and I'll try to thread it through here. Get it nice and tight. I know my fingers are blocking this. Do apologize. And then you want to crank that down like so. So that's what we're working with right now. I'm just going to go ahead and trim off those leads and then we'll clean this thing up. So after a little bit of cleanup, this is what we ended up with. It looks pretty darn nice to me. So let's go ahead and give this thing a little bit of heat and see where we're at. Wow. You see that? That color? Wow, that's cool. That color just came out. I hit it with a higher wattage right away. What most people do with the color shot is they just kind of slowly, gradually get into it. But honestly, I like getting my stuff done. I really don't care about the picture aspect or anything like that. So you just saw it just light up like that. That was pretty darn cool if you ask me. Let's go ahead and give it a little bit more heat here. And we're glowing pretty good. I think we're good to go. Honestly, the spacing is a little bit off, but you know what? I'm really not concerned about it. So let's just go ahead and get our wicking all prepped up and we should be good to go. So the wicking is all set. As you can see, it's a pretty unique way you can wick it, and one of the coolest things about this atomizer is it has airflow all the way around. It has 8 different air slots, so that no matter which way you position your coil, you're always going to get airflow to your coils. So I'm just now kind of squonking it to get it going here, and that's probably the coolest thing about this device is that when you just push on the bottle, it just delivers juice right to the coils. All right, so let's see some vapor production on this thing. Not too bad for a single coil. I think I'm going to like this one. All right, let's go back to the main screen, have a quick vape on this thing, and we'll talk about it some more. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now is the point in the video where we talk about the coils that we just built on here, and we go over it in a little bit more detail. Now, my first category, as always, is the heat index. The heat on this one, I feel like, is a little bit warm for a single coil. Now, I am vaping it right now at 75 watts. The final resistance came out to right around 0.2 ohms, and with the wattage setting I have it at right now, it's right around 4 volts when you go and fire it. But with that being said, I feel like it's a little bit warm, a little bit extra warm for me personally, especially for a single coil, but that can be attributed not only to the stainless steel wire, but also the fact that I'm kind of blocking about half the airflow in this device when I go to use it, because just the way I wick it, you kind of end up blocking half the airflow. But you know what? It's working out really well anyways, so I'm pretty happy with it. My next category is the ramp up and ramp down time. Now, I do have the option of using powerful, standard, or soft mode on this Wraith, but honestly, I have it set to standard right now at 75 watts, and it's been working pretty darn good. So I'm pretty happy with it just the way it is. I'd say it's about maybe a full second to ramp up, and again, I can attribute that to the stainless steel wire. Stainless steel has a really nice low resistance, and that's why I chose this wire for this particular job. And you know what? I've been really kind of focusing in on exactly why I use certain wire types and certain builds for different jobs and everything like that. And I feel like with this configuration as it is right now, it's doing just fine. And the ramp down time, there's really not too much sizzle in it. I'm just going to take a quick pull and just kind of check it out for myself. So just from that little test right there, I can tell you that it's going to have a little bit extra ramp down time. It's about 3 to 4 seconds before it stops getting any sort of sizzle to it. But with that, I feel like, again, it has to do with the stainless steel wire. It just kind of holds the heat in a little bit more. And honestly, I have had no problems with dry hitting or anything like that. And if any point where I feel like the coil's getting a little bit dry, I can always just press on that bottle and squonk it. And there you go. That solves all my issues right there. So my next category, of course, is the difficulty of this build. I'd say moderate to average. I mean, if you can figure out how to do a fuse Clapton coil, or if you have a jig like I do, it's going to be super simple to make that wire. Then just getting the spacing just right and everything like that is going to take a little bit more time. But other than that, I really feel like a single coil is going to be the way to go on this device here. You can build it in a dual coil configuration, but honestly, why go through more hassle when you can just throw a quick little fuse Clapton in there and boom, it's good to go. So with that, I feel like it's good for any moderate builder out there. And my final category, the one you've all been waiting for, is the flavor. The flavor on this thing is tremendous. I absolutely love the flavor. Wasn't expecting such good flavor out of it because it's a single coil and you're not getting quite as much vapor production maybe as a dual coil, but honestly, I absolutely love the flavor on this build. Stainless steel just delivers such a nice, clean flavor to it that I am absolutely loving it right now. So anyways, guys, that about does it for this video. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more videos just like this. Of course, stay tuned for next week's Fresh Build Friday, where every single week we do a brand new coil build for you guys. And leave me comments in the box below of what you think of this build, whether or not you want to try it out for yourself. And if you do try it, let me know what you think down there. Check out the advocacy links in the description below. That's where you're going to find them. make sure you fight for your right to vape. You don't have to do everything, but you do have to do something. Also, check me out on all my different social medias. I have Twitter and Instagram. Make sure you follow me on there. Like my page on Facebook. Check out my Snapchat. And if you want to give me a couple of bucks on Patreon, that would be awesome as well. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me. And as always, vape on.